Yo, we are back again. Tig, two times. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you like, and then go to bluecollarcash.com. Just check us out. I'm building the page by myself, so if it look like it's just kind of like, it's because, I'm learning, man. But go check us out, go check out the merch, buy some merch, and sport it if you really blue collar cash. And blue collar cash, when you get off your ass and you go get you a bag. But in other words, we gonna get back into $1 million worth of game. Episode 105 of Lil Yatchy. We still got plenty more to go. And if you're missing it, it's cause you wasn't paying attention when I told you it's gonna be a little while. But yeah, those are our sponsors. We got cups as well.
It's fresh. Yeah. I've been chasing it for 4 years.
Is somebody out here that had you chasing them for 4 years?
Yeah, since 2017.
And you just got it.
He smiled November.
That ass from the back like a
She's smiling too. He's smiling too.
That ass from the back.
Hey, listen. Did you have to slide in her DM?
Yeah, in 2017.
You slid in her DM in 2017.
Nigga didn't get that in 2021.
And when she was brushing,
That nigga said, I finally got you, I'ma fuck the leather off.
she was brushing you off.
Yeah, she gave me a hard time for a minute.
Nigga, if you been trying to get a motherfucker for 4 years, of course she was brushing him like fucking waves. she would do that. She was brushing him.
Yeah, it was worth it though.
Hey, let me ask you a question though. You ever talk your shit now?
All the time.
Yeah, you make a real nigga wait like that. Fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I sit my balls on my forehead.
Oh, damn. This boy ain't playing out here.
I'm saying I sit my balls on my baby forehead.
Not playing.
Like you don't sit your balls on your baby forehead?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, alright. You act like you said some shit that we didn't.
I just never said it. I never thought he just said, yeah, I put my balls in. Like I didn't connect.
You checked her for 4 years?
Right.
No, I ran.
Found her every few days.
Right.
How she did.
Fuck you, please.
Oh, so this little resentment
You're
there.
fucking right.
Yeah.
Because let me just keep it all real. When you a star, I don't give a fuck how humble you is, how less of an ego you got. When it's dealing with women, a certain extent of
How I'm supposed to go.
I'm that fucking nigga though.
Yeah,
don't act like I'm fucking Raggedy Raheem out this motherfucker.
Then when I found out the reason, like the nigga she was with was a bum. So I was like, yeah, I was on this. It's crazy. Niggas still live with his mom to this day.
Damn, so you was curving me for a fucking loser?
A basement warrior?
A fucking middle room warrior?
Dude was a basement warrior.
A fucking
Like, come on.
But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. That go to show you that when a woman love you, it don't matter what the other nigga got.
Word.
When a woman love you and she rock with you,
Cause my shorty make bank. She was taking care of him.
and she was rocking with a middle room warrior.
Right. Yeah.
At his mama house, man.
A bum.
You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all know what I want to talk about? I'm just gonna change the subject.
Huh.
Masculinity.
Okay.
I want to talk about masculinity because I feel like in hip hop, it's lacked. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of niggas. I feel like in general in hip hop, a lot of people lack like self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you put on 2 chains. That's why you diamond teeth and 2 watches, and because it makes you feel, it builds you up. You know what I'm saying? So then, and I think with people in general, negative comments and saying certain shit tearing people down. I don't know if it makes people feel better or makes them feel bigger, but I feel like a lot of niggas in rap, or a lot of niggas in general, I don't know if it's African American culture or what it is, but men lack masculinity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you have to be okay with something, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if something has nothing to do with you, right? Like say it's a situation that has 0 to do with you, you don't make no money talking about it. Like you go out of your way to be negative or try to break something down. I think that's so corny.
To me, that's corny as shit.
I think it's corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause at the end of the day, bro, I make good money. You know You know what I'm saying? So when if a nigga got
You're trying to be humble right now, talking about I make good. I make good
I'm just
money.
saying, like, I
They
never
make a shitload of
I
money.
never understood why people gave a
Nigga
fuck
saying
what
talking
someone
about
else is doing.
because last winter I filled 5 hours in the fireplace to keep the house warm.
All winter.
You know?
I just never got why people care so much about what other niggas do.
Because they ain't doing shit.
They ain't
That's
doing shit.
right, but it's niggas that are doing shit. It's niggas that do good themselves, but they care about the way either another niggas. Like my nails, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, it blow niggas' minds that I paint my nails. I love painting my nails. I got a nail paint line that's about to drop, and I will make millions off it. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas that raise their families certain ways. They, you know, got gays in their family. People hate it. I don't understand it. Like it has nothing to do with you. You know,
Right.
but it goes back. I'm saying masculinity.
And that's how we feel. We don't care. We don't, you know, we accept people from all walks of life, the LGB.
No, that's what
from the LGB, A, B, C, D.
I don't know about to rap. Like, is there any gay rappers?
That nigga said the LBGT, ABCD. It be killing me, bro.
Oh, it's Lil Nas X, but like, not saying he's not a real rapper, but like a kind of rapper, like not like, cause he did country music, kind of like a rap. Or, I don't know if that's offensive, not to be offensive, but like I don't think there isn't. You know what I'm saying, well, probably is, but niggas probably just ain't.
This one from New Orleans, Big Frida or something.
Yeah, you got all the singles shit.
I know all music, bro. I'm just on
I
it.
know what I'm saying. I remember I got in the car, you was banging Big Frida. I ain't know who he was.
I think that's the name. I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is I feel like a lot of niggas not comfortable with
I'm comfortable
themselves.
with me.
You know what I'm saying? And
And you play Big Frida, we know, nigga, damn.
I just feel like
Yeah, these people's over there cracking the fuck.
yeah, that's my fault. Niggas be too worried about what other niggas doing. I feel like that's why a lot of niggas don't succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas don't succeed, because they.
You heard that? Stop minding other people's business. Mind your own fucking business. You might get some, man.
Scared to step out of a box, and B, their brain doesn't allow them to see things different. Like a lot of people, I'm gonna use him for instance. My guy here is from Brooklyn, New York. He can't see nothing but the way it is in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
but that's every New York nigga. He
That's not every New York
He
nigga.
could have been from Queens.
Every New York nigga ain't like that.
No, every New York
Brooklyn
nigga
ones especially, you know,
And what? You can't tell a nigga nothing, son.
nothing.
Facts,
If it
son.
don't happen on his block, it's not real.
Word to his mother's mother. You like, why you just ain't say your grandmother, though?
And his lingo is crazy. Like he don't say sausage. He won't say sausage.
Wow.
Exactly.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? It's so much
Facts.
But the thing,
Facts,
the point I said that was to say, like, you know, some people are like built. If you were raised in an environment where all you know, all you see is one lane, you know, it's unfortunately a lot tougher to accept different things.
And open your mind.
Accept different people. Accept different images.
Absolutely.
Different beliefs, like religious or any type of belief. It's a lot more difficult if you were raised in a tougher environment.
Absolutely. And a lot of times too, when you're raised in a more of a kind of mixed environment
or hostile, or what you about to say?
like mixed environment, it's like you be a little bit more well-rounded.
Yeah, well, exactly. Of course.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely.
Opposed to being raised in a more hostile environment where it's more judged or more, you know, it's more like, you know, it's one way. You know,
Right.
like it's this way. If you do it that way, you weird or you.
If you don't do it like everybody else do it, use a nut. That's our word and feeling.
Word, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you come out of that, or to make it out of that lifestyle or mind frame, you have to. It's so hard for some people to break past all they know. You know what I'm saying? Which holds a lot of people back mentally. It's like
Absolutely.
you can go far in life, but you can hinder your growth, your success, because mentally
You wasn't ready. You wasn't ready for your blessings. When your blessings was coming to that door, that you wasn't there to receive them.
and you just don't understand
The blessings.
or you don't accept things.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna keep it all the way real. That environment that you talking about, I came from that environment. You feel what I'm saying? Whereas though, every time something happened bad in the hood, it was the white man's fault. Oh, the white man locked Ronnie up. No, nigga, Ronnie got caught fucking robbing the fucking store, convenience store. Fuck what you talking about? But when you in it, you fall victim to that bullshit. Then I got out the hood and I went to a 95% white college, and that shit was totally different from what I had expected. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times, that being a product of your environment, shit is the realest shit you can be.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It took for me to go away from the hood, and you know, basketball took me places that in life that, you know, so that I was like, everything ain't what they saying back where I'm from. Feel me? Some of it's true, but all of it ain't how we portray it to be.
Sure, you
feel what I'm saying?
There's more to life.
It's more to fucking life.
More to life, man.
Absolutely.
Before I get into this, this storage from the cell, one thing about ShipStation I like, no matter what you got, what type of platform you use.
They got ads, we got ads. Make sure you go to my girl's YouTube channel, DAYUM space GURL. Damn, girl. Also, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to that channel. Also, BlueCollarCash.com. You can find merch, jackets, socks, shirts, pants, women and men's, and more to come. Also, tell you 2 times, just released 4 EPs, Blacklist volumes 1 through 4. Go listen to those on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. Go listen to those on Apple. Download it on Apple. Go listen to those on Spotify. Follow on Spotify. Download on Spotify. Thank you. And soon we'll be having raffles and more.
Using whether it's Amazon, whether it's ST, whatever you're using. I'm talking about any platform you're using. I'm talking about even. From the cell.
Stories.
So listen, I'm gonna tell you the scariest time of my motherfucking life when I was in the penitentiary, right? I'm in the pen, right? And I just hear a little back and forth, motherfuckers hollering outside of the cell block, right? I'm in Dallas Penitentiary in Dallas, Pennsylvania, right? So they hollering. At this time, I'm fresh in the joint, right? I just turned 18. They put me on a adult. They put me in general population. They transferred me from one prison to Dallas prison.
USTD?
Scared to death. You gonna tell you? I mean, I got a reason to be scared. Like this wasn't a.
He said, was you STD? Scared to death?
Regular scared. This was different scared. So I hear these dudes talking. All right, motherfucker, yeah, you watch, motherfucker. That's all I hear outside of the cell. So I'm not, I'm young in the game. I wanted to look out the cell because I'm trying to be point of my environment. When I go to look out my cell, my OG, my cellmate, Umar, grabbed me. No, don't do that. You know what I mean? Because at the time, I'm still learning my game. You don't look at nobody's cell. You don't look at nobody in the direction of anything going on. So all I heard, right, was, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, I dare you, motherfucker. I couldn't stop. I ain't even gonna fight. I went to the cell. I went to the door to look out the door. Motherfucker hit the ball with some Stinger water. Stinger water is something you plug a socket into the wall and put it inside a bowl, and it heats the water up for you. This is how we heat water up in prison, right? That shit be piping hot. He threw that shit on the boy. He put baby oil in there. He threw that shit on the dude's face. It looked like dude's face just jumped off his face. The skin just jumped off and ran. Listen, I lied to you not, man.
The skin jumped off and
ran. I'm talking about this shit was hot. This shit was smoking hot. I'm off that motherfucker. He screamed so much that I screamed inside. I didn't scream out, but I screamed inside. It was a scream that went off inside of me, right? There's no bullshit.
Was it scream like a white woman in a scary movie?
It was a scream like the scream. I'm telling you, I'll never forget that moment. So I'm going to try to relive the scream, and the scream was just like, ah! I was scared to death. That shit was hot. It was a different vibe. This shit wasn't no regular. This ain't no regular shit. You know, motherfuckers talk about that shit, but a motherfucker hit you with some that 190. They call it one. That shit be so hot. That shit, I'm talking about. This shit was just like it jumped off his face, jumped back on, and just was like rolling off the skin. I'm talking about. This dude was like, after that, he was just fucked up. Like, and I was like, I realized that this was some real shit. You know, you see jail and you understand, and you look at the movies, but like the movies show you a lot of time that shit be cat. They don't be really big. But at the end of the day, it'd be like, yo, you gonna see some shit in the joint that you never gonna see in your life. You hitting with that 190. Anybody know what 190 that been to jail? That 190 hot ass water. That shit is a different type of vibe. You know what I mean? I'd rather a motherfucker stab me than get hit with that. Like this shit was just
190 your
But I'm
ass.
saying, once again, man, stories from a cool place to be, but I had to be there. But once again, another edition of stories from the cell.
You got that shit loud shit.
That's when the nigga get hit with some real hot shit.
At 190. Part of the show. Stories from the cell is
He
a
did
part of
20.
the
He
show.
went to jail at 17.
At QC, so QC, our studio manager, his name is Orion. He's just like that. He went to jail like 16, did like 25 years.
You see what I'm saying?
And he's just like me. I watch a lot of your videos on the street, and that's how he talks, and that's how he is, and that's his mindset on life. And he does push-ups, and he sleeps on the floor because like he has a bed, but he sleeps on the floor because he's like.
No, I'm not sleeping on the floor.
For his back.
No, he's right. It is good for your back.
Yeah,
It is good for your back.
And he's really interesting. He's a really different dude. Like he makes his kids sleep on the floor.
No, I ain't doing that.
Like they have beds, but they sleep on the floor for like back.
He said he's just like this.
Yeah, I mean he may be a little bit more psyched out than you are, but like he's really motivated and like he's really. It's, I don't know.
He basically calling you a nut ass.
He's crazy. That's not what I said. One thing about he did it real cleverly. It was interesting. No, that's not what I did.
That story was just crazy.
No, but it's real.
And he thought it was so funny.
Because this is, people actually love it to hear these fucking stories from the cell. And usually his shit has some type of like final message to it. That drink was just like a nigga's face got burnt off.
It was great. The message was I was scared to death. And you don't want to be scared, so stay the fuck away from there. That's the message. But I'm going to say this, listen. I know you always working, you always grinding.
Always.
I mean, the boat show is the shit on YouTube. That joint is just, the crib, when you bought the crib, listen, he's a beast then, shout out to you. When you bought the crib, right, I was like, damn, this motherfucker out here having things. The crib, I'm like this motherfucker, it was so vast. Because the crib you was already in was cool.
Yes.
It was just so vast. But, because first, before I saw the boat show and the sneakers, I seen the sneaker joint first when they was in the closet. And then you went back, and then I went back to the boat show and I seen that because it was Complex that did the sneakers. But I'm looking at this fucking crib like, yo, this motherfucker is killing it. Outside of the music, how many brand deals you got?
Oh my gosh.
Just name some brands.
Sprite, the Target, the Uggs, gosh.
All major brands.
Reese's Puffs.
All major shit.
Reebok.
All major shit.
Nautica.
What else I did, y'all? TikTok. I did TikTok. Man, I've done so many. Burger King. And I'm about to release frozen pizza. I got my nail paint coming. What else though? Yeah, I did a shit ton more. I've done so many things.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed.
But what are you working on right now, music-wise?
Well, I'm about to drop my Detroit, Michigan Boy Boat project. You know what I'm saying?
Michigan, break that down.
Well, I love Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I love Flint. I love Detroit.
Who all you got on there?
Rio the Young OG, V, Babyface Ray, Louis Ray, YNJ, Crispy Life Kid, I said V's.
You ain't got Feezy on there?
Well, it was done before he got out. It was done before he got out. I got a song 42 Doug, but I think he's using it for his project. Baby Smooth, Sada Baby, of course, T Grizzly.
Man, you got the whole Michigan on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got Pac-Man on it?
I have a song with Pac-Man, but I'm not using it. Yeah, I'm not using it because I don't like. I just didn't. It was, but I love him to death. His energy is high quality.
But the song, you know, everything. Sometimes the song.
But this is volume 1. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to get a song from Big Sean, but we couldn't. I talked, but we just couldn't get the song. So I really wanted him on there. You know what I'm saying? That was the only like older Detroit person I wanted on there.
Yeah. And I'm glad you came on here and you talked about, you just broke down the sponsorship. Because a couple episodes ago, we was doing the baby, and I broke down the fact that a lot of these rappers, when they be so concerned in coming on into the game with the guns and a certain look, that you fuck all your sponsorship money.
Oh yeah, I've had, I think the most. If me and Travis Scott, you know, neck and neck, but I think I may have had the most sponsorships because I probably left out 10. I probably left out 10 to 12 that I can't, off the top of my head, think of.
Is that bag bigger than rap?
100%. 100%.
100%.
Tell y'all.
So to all you youth out there, when you're coming into the game, man, be aware and be mindful that a lot of the times the shit you do in the beginning will fuck your money up in the end.
Tostinos.
Right? You feel what I'm saying?
Call of Duty.
Right.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Damn.
They gave me they made a chain for me.
See what they do when you get them sponsorships? So they take care of you for real, man. And like he said, that sponsorship money is just as big or bigger than that fucking rap money.
Way bigger. Unless you Drake. Getting Drake rap money.
Absolutely. Because Drake rap money is
It's just way bigger.
Any kind of Drake.
It's different, huh? You got anybody?
I talk to Drake all the time just because for good motivation. I talk to Drake all the time for good motivation. I talk to Tyler the Creator. I talk to A$AP Rocky. Just like motivational purposes.
Is there anybody out here that you ain't worked with that you want to work with?
Frank Ocean, Kid Cudi.
Frank Ocean, Kid Cudi. Frank Ocean.
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
Just make it the fuck happen.
I want to talk about. Is it cool if I do that? I want to talk about. I hate when I was coming up. Like I used to watch interviews and shit. Like before 2016, I used to think some shit was so corny. Like niggas give advice, but I gotta say, like it's so important for me to tell people, like the youngsters coming to the game, that it's not important to buy jury. You know,
not important to buy jury, guys. I was just over here looking up stretches. I'm about to start stretching, get myself right.
It cost me on my mom to finally to go.
I don't know about y'all. Trying to live a long time.
Every piece, any diamond we have ever bought since 2016, entitled to up to $4 million for 4 point something. And then I realized I don't wear any of it. None of it, and half of it, more than half of it.
You got that shit on now?
Some of it. Well, this just got clean. That's why I got this on. Cause I don't wear jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't. I would plain watches, my big earrings. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. You know what I'm saying? But I 50 million chains, rings, all that. I stopped wearing it because it becomes less important. I may not be everybody, because some rappers still wear all their chains, but it just, the value of it it depreciates. It's like, it's worse than a car. It's way worse than a car. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're buying solid stones, you know, like with GIA certified, which you're not. You know what I'm saying? Because people think, you know, like, and there are some jewels that are ripping you off, but for the most part, quality, you pay for quality, and people don't pay for quality. They like to pay cheaper to try and get the same thing, but not the same thing, because the quality is way worse, which then depreciates insanely. So the point I'm making is, I understand it, because when I was young, I wanted to buy jewelry. So I get it. I'm not telling you don't, but don't make it a necessity like you need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. It was a necessity for me. I was spending $100 grand a week for a store. I needed a new piece every week. I was bored. I wanted a new watch. For 2 years. I was crazy. He had some kind of
$100 grand a week.
more ICDs. You know what I'm saying? But I learned so much from it. You know, like had I didn't have any money. I didn't come from money, so I didn't have no money. Back then, don't do that.
Over a million, like
Stop.
1.5 million in 2
I wish
years.
I had someone tell me about cryptocurrency back then. I knew about it because I used to scam, so I knew about it, but I didn't know about it in a way of investment. I knew about it in a way of using Bitcoin to hit the black market. But if I knew about it in investment terms of using it to flip it,
You would have put that $4 million on Bitcoin.
man, I would have put many more millions before. You know what I'm saying? On Bitcoin, Ethereum, we ain't gonna get into that, but I would have did investments, bonds, or bought actual gold, gold bars, silver bars. You know what I'm saying? Shit that would value. You like real assets, some paintings or
Mm-hmm.
something. Also, don't
Assets.
lease. Don't lease. You know, I understand when you're young.
Don't
When I was
lease.
young, they told me I couldn't buy a house because I was so young, unless I was gonna buy it right out. But that credit is everything. You know what I'm saying? Credit is extremely important. Like credit is more important than having money.
Yes, it is.
Every nigga around me, all my niggas who live with me, they'll tell you, I made sure I helped all my niggas. Like credit, banking, bank accounts, all that shit is important. You know what I'm saying? Because no one really teaches it to us.
Nobody.
No one taught me. Had I had learned it, I'm still good. I've been a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
A lot better.
I had no one to teach me financial literacy.
And then
literacy.
and then you get a big bag of money.
At 18.
Then it's like, okay, well,
Let's
go buy jewelry.
And let's go get
Right.
chains and a penthouse and mama get the rover and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But had I had financial literacy is so important. I think labels, when they sign new artists, they should put their artists in financial literacy classes. That would be amazing because then not only are you setting your artists up to make money, like to do well, but to make money living forever. They don't care about that because all they care about is them making money off the artist. But if you had a label that did that, man, that's saving an artist's life because rap does not last forever.
It don't
unless you're Drake, because he is still the number one artist. But
Other than that,
The only way you gonna live forever in music is if you Drake, cause he stay number one. But back to what he was saying, man, you gotta gain that financial literacy. The same shit I be trying to tell y'all, but now y'all hearing it from y'all. Let's just hear it a little bit more. You ready?
other than Drake, rap does not last forever. Everyone does not stay the hottest rapper forever.
Right.
And that's not disrespect. It's just life because times change. And so ears and generations and things change. You know what I'm saying? Unless you Drake. But other than that, that's my guy. I give props.
Unless you fucking Drake.
It's the realest. Been doing it 15 years.
Absolutely.
But so you have to have things set in line for a rainy day, which we don't do. Like I know Corona opened a lot of eyes for a lot of artists.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know it opened a lot of eyes. A lot of people got creative, and then a lot got really quiet.
A lot of them realized that they didn't have as much money as they thought they had.
they fucked a lot of money up.
A lot of people realize that they have a lot to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, this ain't got shit to do with nothing. I shouldn't even say this, but I pay every monthly. I got $52,000 in bills monthly. You know what I'm saying? And I have to work. You know, like even if I had, let's say I got $13 million in the bank, right?
Y'all heard that shit, bro? He got $52,000 a month in bills. That's one thing about me, dog. I don't like paying bills. So I really make it so I don't gotta know bills if I can. But you know, you still have bills. But if you got something that's gonna pay for the bills for you, then you really ain't got bills. But we go get into that a little bit later.
And my overhead is $52,000 every month because of my houses and my staff and cars and insurance and all these things I take care of and all these people. That 13 will run down because that's just the